everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. So today I want to show you guys my manga collection. I just only seriously restarted collecting. I've been collecting since I was in high school, then I stopped, and now since a year ago I decided that I wanted to start collecting again. So I'm going to show you what is on these two shelves. This one is like double, there's like more stuff behind it, and also my little box sets. So yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna start with actually the latest thing that I've got, and it is this orange box set. I love the story, it's so heartbreaking, and when I saw they were coming out with this box set, I just couldn't believe it. I really wanted to collect the volumes, but they only had like the omnibus kind of thing, and I didn't really like those. I like the original ones. The covers are so nice, and I'm really happy with this box set. Obviously I want to start reading it straight away, and the story is so sad. I also got the Demon Slayer box set. I'm obsessed with Demon Slayer. I've started watching the anime without reading the manga, which generally I don't do. I always read the manga first, but this time I watched the anime first, and then I really wanted to read it. I didn't want to read it online because I really was planning on collecting the box set, so I just did. Honestly, I'm in love with this story. My favorite character is Mitsuri. I'm so sad that it was so short, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that it didn't drag on too much. It's just a story, you know, not all manga stories have to go on forever, so this is one of those cases. And this box set also comes with this kind of like character file thingies, where it has a little bit more of every single character in the story, and it also comes with a double-sided poster, which hopefully I get to display someday because it's really cool. I need to choose maybe this side, right? With the not skids, I need to everyone in here. Yes. And my last box set, which is actually the first box set that I've got, is the Ouran High School Host Club. If you know, you know. I love this story. This is my comfort anime. You know, when I'm feeling a little bit blue, I'm a little bit sad, and I need a little pick-me-up, I just go back to Ouran High School Host Club. I read all the manga. I'm reading everything all over again. The anime, I don't even know how many times I've watched it, but I just absolutely loved it. And I found this at a really good price, so I just had to have it. It was meant to be. Here are all the volumes, minus volume 4, which is the one that I'm currently reading again. And it also comes with this special like notepad thing, which I'm obviously never gonna use because I don't want to ruin it, because it's so cute with all the characters. Comment down below which one is your favorite. I think Kyoya is my favorite, but yes, like so good. I love this series so much. I know a lot of people don't like this series because it's problematic, but honestly, I think the good thing about this series is the character growth. You know, like they are such spoiled kids at the beginning of the series, and then they grow into, you know, more in touch with the world kind of thing. So I think that's what is good for this series. They're not like perfect characters, they grow throughout the series, and you have to take that in consideration. Yes! I think I want to start with this shelf just because there's just so much in here that, yeah, let's just do it. So here on the left, we have the first 3 volumes of XXX Holic by Clamp. Again, one of my favorite series. I never actually finished the manga. I don't know why, I just kind of stopped. I think because I went to university and I just stopped for a bit reading manga. They are in Spanish though, because at the time it was really difficult to find English volumes back in Portugal. It was either Spanish or French, so yeah, I've had these for years, since I was in high school, so back in like 2007, something like that. But yeah, so 3 Spanish Holic. I would like to get the whole collection at some point. I have the first 3 volumes of The Legend of Sakura Hime. I was obsessed with Arina Tanemura, as you're gonna see. You're gonna see what I mean, but I've never finished the series. And I found them really cheap on Amazon. They were like 50p, something like that, each one. I was like, you know what, why not? And hopefully I managed to finish the whole collection, but for now I have the first 3, and English, of course. I have these 2 Oreos as well on my shelf, which I don't like, but here they are. I said, of course, English, but these are not in English. This is full moon was Sageshite. I think in English is like searching for the full moon. I actually do not know. But I have the 3rd, 4th, 5 and 7, and they're all in French because again I couldn't at the time find them in English, just in either French or Spanish. So I've got 4 of them in French. I like it in French actually, and I would like to collect them all in French, have the whole collection eventually one day. That's a project for next year, this year I guess, since you're watching this in the New Year's. Another series that is not in English, I have Ice Sky and the Cool Girl. I've watched the anime and I absolutely love this series. So I've got 6, which was the ones that were out at the time. I believe 7 has come out as well, but I haven't gotten it yet. And the covers are so cute. I absolutely love this series, and I honestly don't see people talking about this enough. It is so cute. Thing is, I have the series in Italian because I got them in Italy. I really prefer the cover in Italian as well. I like the I think you can see like the icicle sparkles thingies, well, snowflakes, but yeah. I've got something finally in English. I have a Ghost Reaper Girl, and this series is quite different because it's actually read, I'm gonna call it European style. It's actually read from left to right, and this series is from the same creator of Rosario Vampire. That's another box set I really want to get. I want to get the Rosario Vampire box set, but for now I have Ghost Reaper Girl. I really like this story, is how it's going. It has a lot of fan service at the beginning. Oh, it's gone, just like Rosario Vampire, but I have volumes 1, 2, 3 and 4, and just like Rosario Vampire, yeah, there's a lot of fan service at the beginning, but then the story kind of develops and it's getting really interesting. So yes. So this lovely book that just fell is the Saint Tale. I got the Italian version because honestly I prefer it. It looks so much cooler. Shout out down below if you guys remember Saint Tale. I remember watching the anime when I was really young, and I still remember the story. I really like it, and it's so great that I'm not reading a manga that it was, you know, from an anime in my childhood. It's just so cool, and the cover is so cute. Like, I love it. I will get the other volumes for sure, but for now, you know, I have the first one and I really like it. It's so cute. I love it. I have almost the whole collection of Nabari no O. This is one of my favorite series, and it's just so difficult to get because it's such an old series and not a lot of people know about it. Let me know if you know about this because I never heard anybody talk about this. So please, I want to make friends that know Nabari no O as well because I really like this series. I'm trying to collect all the volumes, but the ones I'm missing are really expensive. I will get them at some point, and I'm so excited for this. I've got the first one when I was in high school and I reread it so many times, and then now I've managed to find all of these. So from 2 to 7, I have 9 and 13. Yes, I'm so excited, honestly. I've also gotten the art book of Nabari no O, which honestly deserves a video just by itself because it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I have to show you guys at least like a couple illustrations. It's my only art book so far and I am obsessed. Like, it's my favorite character, Raime. Yes, love it. Now on this side, I call it my little gay side. They're all like Yuri stories, except the last one, but you're gonna see what I mean. But I really like them. I've got I Don't Know Which Is Love, which is a fairly new series. It's basically kind of a harem. She has these 5 girls that she falls in love with, and then she has to decide which one she wants to date, kinda. It's still the first volume. I can't wait until the second one comes out. And these are the available bachelorettes. Yes, very much like this series. I have series. This is a one, I wouldn't call it one shot, like a 1-volume series. And this is so cute. This just tells the story about this girl that she used to be a professional tennis player, and then due to an injury, she cannot play anymore. She goes to the countryside and she meets this girl, and they just kind of grow into themselves, and you know, just they learn how to love themselves through loving each other. Beautiful. I say it like jokingly, but it is a very cute story, very sentimental as well. It's nice. I have Laid Back Camp Volume 2. I found this on discount, and that's why I have Volume 2 and not Volume 1. I've watched the anime. The anime is so sweet. It talks about a group of 4 girls that love camping, and it's just their adventures and going camping, basically. It's just so wholesome and sweet and fluffy. I love it. I don't particularly like the art style at some point. I feel like they make the art a little bit too dark. Like, fair enough that this is nighttime, but sometimes even during the day, it's a little bit dark, and I don't know how I feel about the art style, but the anime is really, really sweet. I do recommend you guys watch it. Just so relaxing. I have the completed series of Run Away With Me Girl. There are 3 volumes, and I actually didn't realize there were just 3 volumes. I have the 3 volumes of Run Away With Me Girl. At first I didn't realize there was just 3 volumes. I thought this was an ongoing series for some reason. It is a very sweet story. The covers are beautiful. I love the art style and the feeling of the covers. I don't know what they did with it, but it feels really, really nice. The story talks about 2 girls that liked each other back in high school, but they struggle a lot with their own sexuality, so they end up separating, living different lives. One of them ends up preparing to get married with a baby on the way, but they still very much like each other, so they're struggling with their own sexuality and about what is correct in modern society, where homophobia is very much a thing, unfortunately. It does delve on some very heavy topics, so maybe viewer discretion is advised. There are some very heavy scenes throughout this, but it is a very cute story, and I wish there was more, but also it kind of reached its conclusion as well, so do recommend though if you like these types of stories. This one is Sheep Princess in Wolf's Clothing. I didn't think this was gonna be as spicy as it is. It is quite a little bit spicy. Basically, this princess from the sheep country, she falls in love with her teacher, attendant, I don't know how to explain it, and she's from like the wolf people. But she's the one who makes the moves. The sheep one is the one that makes the moves, and I'm not gonna flip through this because it is quite spicy. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Very cute. I'm excited to see where this story goes. Yes, love the drawings as well. Can't show them though. 5 seconds before the witch falls in love. I was robbed, guys, because I thought this was going to be an ongoing series, and turns out it's just a collection of one-shots. So I was very sad because I thought this was going to be an ongoing thing. It's still worth it to read it. If you have the possibility to, please do, because it is quite a very nice main story, you know, the main witches, and then he has the other, well, I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but if you can read it, please do. All the short stories are really, really nice. So yeah, I very much like this. And this is the one that it's in the corner, but it's not really Yuri. This is Skullface bookseller Honda-san. I preferred the anime. I just prefer the pacing. There's a lot of information. Basically, Honda-san, this skeleton guy, he works at the bookshop, and he just talks about the ins and outs of working in the bookshop. It sounds boring, I know, but it's, I don't know, just the way, I don't know, just it's very comic. It's very comic. The anime has just much better pacing and comedic timing, so if you have to choose, do watch the anime. And I love the intro song as well. It's really, really good. We are finally on the back. There's more. I have Sugar Sugaroon, only the first volume in Spanish. This is so difficult to find. I think I'm gonna try to get my hands on the Japanese version because I really want the whole series. I love the illustrations. There's also an art book that is really, really nice. It's basically the story of these 2 witches that they're in a competition to become the queen, and they have to come to the human world to collect hearts, and whoever gets more hearts becomes the queen. And also, like, there's this guy, Rockin' Robin, there he is, who is voiced by the voice actor of Nanami, by the way. So if it doesn't convince you to watch the anime, if you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, this is the same voice actor of Nanami. So just another reason to watch Sugar Sugar Rune. I have some volumes of Bleach. I'm not gonna take all of them out. I have 1 and 2, but I cannot find them. I do plan on completing Bleach at some point, but these are the volumes that I have for now. And when I have more space, I do want to get just the box sets and that's it. But yeah, and I also have the special Book of Souls with all the character. There's a lot of illustrations and a lot of characters in here. Oh my god, oh, I love him so much. Love him. There's a lot of spoilers in here, so sorry. I said I only had the art book for Nabari no O, but I completely forgot I have the art book for Bleach as well. I just realized, I just remembered, because I forgot I had this art book. There's some spoilers in here, I think, so I don't know if I should be flipping through this. But I love the art style. I've always loved the fashion in Bleach, which I know it's not for what people watch Bleach from, but I like the fashion as well and the illustrations and cover arts. I don't know, I find it so cool. Yeah, I have this one as well, I forgot. I have the first volume of One Piece. This is so old, guys. It's still with the golden thingies, and it's so discolored because it's so old. But yes, I have the first one, Romance Dawn. It doesn't even say East Blue yet. It's, gosh, which year is this from? It's from 2007. So yeah, pretty old. This series, I'm still trying to understand if I like it or not. This is Momo, the Blood Taker, and I've got it for the cover. The cover just kind of took me in, and I have volume 1 and volume 2. These are basically a story about vampires in the modern society, and this guy is trying to find the vampire that killed his wife. So, and this girl is a vampire trying to help him as well. I love the covers. I'm still trying to decide if I like the story. Maybe I need another volume. What do you think? I have Tsubasa Chronicles, and for some reason I have 1, 2, and 3, and I have 1 and 2 in Spanish, but then I have volume 3 in French, because like I said, it was difficult to find them in English. I really want to finish this series. I don't think I've finished the anime because I think it stopped, and I'm not sure if they actually finished the anime or not. This is the story, in case you guys don't know, about a girl that she has these like wings because she touches an artifact, and she ends up losing these wings, but the wings contain her memories, so he's trying to collect all the feathers so that she gets her memories back, sort of thing. And they travel through the different dimensions, the different worlds, and it's kind of like a different universe from Cardcaptor Sakura. So she's meant to be another version of the card with Sakura, and this is obviously Shoran. And yeah, it's just so good. It also intertwines with the Holic that I spoke before. So they do cross over a little bit, both on the anime and the manga. Their stories are kind of like together, so you kind of have to read them both at the same time, almost. And I didn't say what the story about him was. So he sees spirits, and he doesn't want to see the spirits anymore. So he meets her by chance, and she says, well, I can help, but you're gonna have to do something for me. So he just kind of starts working in her shop. Her shop is a shop of making wishes come true. And one day, hopefully, he'll stop seeing spirits. And they do meet up with the other guys from the other world. I have Chibi Vampire volumes 1, 2, 3, and 9. I'm not going to take them all out. This is a really old series. It's very silly. She's a vampire, but she has this condition where she stays out during the day instead of the night, like the rest of her family. So she kind of has problems getting along with her family because she barely sees them, because they're obviously awake at night because they're normal vampires, but she for some reason is only awake during the day. And also she has this like spurts of blood comes out of her nose, kind of like a period kind of thing. I don't know. It's cute. It's a cute story, trust me. Okay, I need to reread it again because I can't remember everything, but just it's cute. I have not read this story yet. It's a Terrified Teachers at Ghoul School. I have volume 2 and 5, and I'm honestly not going to talk about this because I haven't read it yet, but I found these 2 volumes quite cheap, so I decided to get them. And maybe I'll read the first one online so that I can finally read number 2. Yeah. Alice in Kyoto Forest. I'm very angry about this because I got the first volume and I really enjoyed the story, and the world build was really nice. But then the second volume kind of ruined it for me, because all the world build they did it on the first volume, they all resumed the story on the second. So it's just a two-volume story, and I feel like it should have been stretched out so much more. It deserved at least a third and fourth volume, because I don't know. I'm quite disappointed. Just read the first volume and ignore the second, kinda. Yeah. Next I have these spare volumes. I have Vampire Knight, which we're not gonna talk about. I have the first volume and then it got too weird for me and I never got into Vampire Knight. We all know. And which language is this? Oh, it's in French as well, so we don't talk about that. I do have Rave, which is from the same author of Fairy Tail. I love Fairy Tail. I got the first volume of Rave. I will eventually, hopefully, finish all of them, but these are in Spanish as well, so yes. Ludwig Revolution. I don't think, is this in English? No, this is in French. This is very interesting and I wish I had the rest of them. Basically, Ludwig is told by his father that he must find a bride, so he goes around the country and he lives in the country. For example, he meets up with Snow White and obviously things don't really go well. And it's just a modern retelling. It's not really a modern retelling of the fairy tales, but it's just a different spin on the fairy tales, and the artwork on this is really nice. So I wish I had all of the volumes of this. I have the first volume of Gentleman's Alliance in Spanish, but now I have all of these in English. So I've got volumes 1 to 6, and then I have volume 8, 9, and 10 in English, because I'm trying to collect the whole collection. Like I said, I want to collect all the Arina Tanemura series, so I'm just missing a couple volumes. There's missing 7, and then I think there's, I don't know if 10th is the last volume or if there's any, I think there's some volumes after it, but I honestly can't remember. But yeah, I want to collect all of these. And then finally on his side we have Death Note. I used to be obsessed with Death Note, just like every kid my age, honestly. I'm missing volume 1, which I'm pretty sure I have. I just can't remember where. And I'm pretty sure I have volume 4 as well, but I think I've lost both of them, because I'm pretty sure 4th was the one with Misa, and 1, you know, the first one. I'm pretty sure I had them. I just lost them. And yeah, I'm missing a couple of them, but I will eventually get all of them because it's a classic at this point, isn't it? And I also have 13th, How to Read, which is basically the character, like a character thing as Misa there. And yeah, I feel like you kind of need it because it can get a little bit complicated, Death Notes. Yeah. Okay guys, I promise that it's almost over. We're only missing this part and it's gonna be a lot faster. So here on the left, I have all my apothecary diaries. I have from volumes 1 to 10, although I do have 5 in Italian because I needed to buy it in order to get this promo poster. They're making like a special promotion where I would get the poster, so I got this one. And yeah, so I have all volumes from 1 to 10. I'm in love with this series. I love Mao. She's such a boss, and I can't wait to see how this story goes because I'm loving it so much so far. And this is the latest volume that I have, which is volume 10, and I believe 11. If it hasn't come out yet, it's almost here. I can't wait. And as my little Mao as well. I have volumes 1 to 7 of My Dress Up Darling in English, and then I have My Dress Up Darling 1 in Italian because there was another poster which I'm gonna show you guys as well, but I needed to get this one in order to get that poster as well. So I've got the volume 1 in Italian and then in English to 7. And I also in Italian have volume 8, which makes me a little bit angry because only in Italian you can get a special cover, which I think it just changes this bit. I think it's the only thing that is different from the original cover. But on the volume 8 in Italian, you also get this illustration book that is so beautiful. I can't really show you guys because it's a little bit risque, but we can show you, I think, the ones at the end. with the illustrations. They're so beautiful, and I just had to get it. But it only comes, I believe it comes in the Japanese version as well, but mostly if you're in Europe, you can only get it on the Italian version, which is such a shame. I have some manhwa. I have the Remarried Princess volumes 1, 2, and 3. I'm mostly caught up with this series on Webtoon, but I just have to have it. I love the art on this. It is beautiful. The story is so good. We love her. We love Navier. She's such a boss. But yeah, I have volumes 1, 2, and 3, which I got from Comic-Con. So if you see my vlog, yeah, that's where I've got it from. And I have Business Proposal 1, 2, and 3. I've watched the Netflix series before I read the manhwa, and it's so different. I don't know how to explain it. It's the same story, but on the manhwa, it's kind of different. So if you have seen one, I would advise you to watch the other. Like if you watch the Netflix series, read the manhwa and vice versa, because they are like the same story but a little bit different. And I have 1, 2, and 3 was the latest one that just came out, but I had to go online and read the rest. So I'm trying to catch up with the series online. I will buy the volumes as they come out, but it's so good. I love it so much. So here in this corner, I bet you guys have spotted it already. I have my Twice light stick. But besides that, I have almost, and I'm gonna take this one for now, I have almost the whole collection of Nana. I'm missing only volume 18 just because I'm lazy. It's not difficult to find. I've just been lazy to order it. But yeah, I have almost the whole collection of Nana. Nana is my favorite manga ever. I've started collecting it since I was in high school, and just now I'm finishing it. I've obviously read the whole thing online several times. I've also watched the anime several times, just heartbreak after heartbreak. So yeah, it is my favorite series for sure. And obviously I also got the fan book 7.8 in Japanese. Just so obsessed with Nana, honestly. If you don't know Nana, please do. Let's all have heartbreak together. I love Ayazawa, and it's also another author that I'm hoping to get all the books from her as well. Neighborhood Story just came out, so I have to get it. It will be in one of the next hauls for sure, because I am going to get that one. And that is the prequel to this bad boy, which is the last thing I'm going to show you guys. This is the Paradise Kiss 20th anniversary edition. This thing is massive, and I got it for a really, really good price at Comic-Con, and it's the whole story of Paradise Kiss in one volume, and I absolutely love it. I was almost crying by the end of it because it's such a bittersweet story. Like all Ayazawa stories, they're really cute, really nice, but then with also some kind of heartbreak behind them, and how the characters grow. And not everything has to be perfect, because that's real life, and that's how you can relate to stories, is when they make you cry a little bit. Yeah, just like real life. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I didn't speak too much. I feel like I was talking for ages, but I wanted to tell you guys what the stories were about. And I hope you still enjoy it, even if I was talking maybe a little bit too much. Comment down below if you have read any of these series, and what's your favorite mangas, if you have any recommendations based on what you can see that I like. Yeah, as always, have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.